What's up, people? This is RGC and welcome to another video. Well, it's that time again, and this is a special occasion. I actually have a pickup video for you today. As stated many times before, I am moving away from the whole pickup video thing, but this is a special occasion, and stay tuned. So to start off, I'm going to talk about what I've recently been playing, because I'm not one of those people who just buys games and sits them on the shelf. I actually play the games. Currently, right now, I'm playing Ys, the Art of Napishtim. At level 54 right now. Capable of entering the final dungeon, but there's an optional final boss I'm trying to beat, and I want to level up a little bit more before I try to fight him. And if I enter the final dungeon, I will not be able to come back out to fight the optional final boss. It's a little catch-22 there, though. The thing is, I'm so high in level right now that each enemy I kill, I only get 1 experience point for. And at around at least level 53 to 54, you need around 15 to 16,000 experience points to level up. So essentially, I have been grinding for about a week now trying to level up. But anyway, it's a good game. I do enjoy the game. Nice little action RPG. I don't like the jumping mechanics of the game, but it is a good game, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. So that's where I am with that. After I beat that one, I plan on playing through Urban Reign. Nice 3D beat 'em up. Look forward to playing through that. So let's get started with the pickups. Got a few PlayStation 2 pickups here. One of which is Beatdown, Fist of Vengeance, Capcom, 3D beat 'em up. Kind of heard bad things about it, but I don't hear people talk about this one much. Maybe because it's not a good game, but whatever. Happy to add it to the collection, and I will play through it. Actually got some a Sega CD game. That's a Sylphied. It's a shmup, and this game was also re-released on the PlayStation 2, but this is the original, of course. Only $8. Not a bad investment. It is complete, good condition. Happy to have it. I do have a Sega CD, but I might just buy myself a CDX to play it. Kind of always did want a CDX. All right, moving on to some other PlayStation 2 games. I know these days the R word when it comes to collecting gets thrown around a little bit too much, especially if you look on eBay listings and stuff like that. Every game that's old or considered retro will have this particular R word, this 4-letter R word attached to it, at least in the description or the title. But these are some games that you definitely will not see very frequently. And I know this for sure because I've been collecting games for a long time, especially PlayStation 2, and I've had a lot of experience in the stores, at the swap meets, at the garage sales and whatnot, and I know when something is common and when it isn't. So to get started, we're going to start off with this one. I'm not going to use the R word for it, but it is an Atari published game. And as I've already discussed before, Atari didn't do high print runs on a lot of games before they went bye-bye. And that is Test Drive Evil Destruction. There's plenty listed on eBay most of the time, but it's not a cheap game. As far as it being really good, can't really necessarily say that because I haven't played it yet. I'm really backlogged. But it's not a cheap game, and it's not a game you're going to see frequently. Okay, so have to add that one to the collection. Next up is definitely a game that I know for sure is borderline with that R word, and that's PTO 4, Pacific Theater Operations, the Koei published title. It's a strategy game, and you're on warships and whatnot. There's never really many listings of this game online, and the ones that are listed, they're pretty expensive, especially for a PlayStation 2 game. I'll pay $10 for it. It's been at the store and I've seen it multiple times. I just really didn't know if I wanted to pull the trigger on it, but you know, I'm really happy I went on and picked it up for 10 bucks because it is, I paid about 1/5 of what it goes for online. Okay, and an RPG by Bandai. It's part of the anime series, and that's a Gundam, MS Saga, A New Dawn. Yeah, not gonna see this one frequently, and nor is this a cheap game. Yeah, so really happy to add this one to the collection. Really getting into RPGs, and really happy to pick this one up. Not cheap. Not gonna get into prices though. Okay, to really set this video off why this is a really special occasion is because I've decided to start collecting for a new console. I've had this run through my mind for about a few months now, just being in the pawn shops and seeing these games kind of drop in price and seeing some of the wide variety of titles available for this said console. And at the same time too, I've decided, or I have been thinking about purging off a lot of N64 games. Well, it turns up that GameStop is doing their retro. They've entered the retro scene again with the N64, Genesis, Super Nintendo, NES, Dreamcast, and PlayStation 1. And I decided that if I would list games on Craigslist and they didn't sell for the price I wanted, some of my doubles, I would take them to GameStop, assuming I got decent credit for them. And the program is not that bad, and I actually got some decent credit for some of the games I've traded in. I will flash up a picture of some of the N64 games I have. I have a lot of doubles, and there's no point in me keeping games I'm not going to play. You know, especially if I have multiple copies of a game. You know, I'd rather, you know, use it to buy something I will play, and you know, let somebody else play a game they've really been looking for. So that's kind of what I decided to do. I'd rather trade it into GameStop than make a reseller happy. So that's just what I decided to do. That's just my personal viewpoint on the lesser of two evils. GameStop, yeah, they are known for not giving people good trade values, trade-in values, but this does help some. I did join their Power Up Rewards program, and you get an additional 10% for your games that you do trade in, as well as you do get 10% off the pre-owned games, and you get a subscription to Game Informer and some other additional bonuses per month, coupons, whatnot, and you accrue points that you can use for coupons and other stuff too. So traded a lot of games in N64 games that personally, you know, as time has progressed, I really don't like N64 now. Trading a lot of that stuff, I really don't think it's that good. Yeah, so decided to trade that in and got some pretty cool stuff if you ask me. So first up, let's just get it out there. I have picked up the PlayStation 3 as a console I'm currently collecting for. And one of the first games I got was Child of Eden. As you can see the price right there. Happy to have it. All these games are complete. You know, I don't collect disc-based games that aren't complete. I do not collect greatest hits, player's choice versions of anything disc related. All disc or black label too. Another game I've always wanted, Heavenly Sword. I got this one from a local store though. That's why it has that up there. It didn't come from GameStop. But happy to have it. Basically like a God of War, but the protagonist is a female. Another PlayStation 3 title, of course, El Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron. Yeah, happy to have it. Looks interesting. Dead or Alive 5. Fist of the North Star. Vanillaware, Atlas published. Dragon's Crown, really happy to pick this one up. I'm a big fan of Muramasa as well as Odin Sphere, so I like that art style. Another one of my a little HD collection of 2 of my favorite PlayStation 2 games, and that's Zone of the Enders. We got the Zone of the Enders HD collection. I actually picked this title up for $5 at a pawn shop. About a $10 game, but happy to get it for about $5, excuse me. So complete, happy to have it, HD upgrade. Got a little psychological thriller, murder mystery, Heavy Rain. This did reach player's choice status, but hey, you know I'm getting the black label. Let's see what else we got. And what the PlayStation is known for. Ever since the PlayStation 1, the 2, and the 3, and soon to be the 4, RPGs. Let's get started. Ragnarok Odyssey, Ace. Happy to have that one. Eternal Sonata. Atelier Rorona. Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory. Or Hyperdimension Neptunia 5 Victory. I don't know what the V stands for, but I see it's Victory right there. Hyperdimension Neptunia MK2. Folklore, $5 pickup at a pawn shop. Happy to have it. Last Rebellion. Ni no Kuni. Akiba's Trip, or Strip, however you want to say it. Let's see what we got here. Nier. .3D Dot Game Heroes, kind of a ode to Zelda and a lot of those games, classic Zelda games, and dungeon crawlers, even though Zelda is not an RPG. A lot of people think so, but it's not. You know, the one close to an RPG is actually Zelda 2. And I have a few fighters and other things right now. Aqua Plaza. Seems like a pretty cool fighter. I like fighting games. This is something different though. Ashura's Wrath. Arcana, or Arcana Heart, Love Max. And one of my final games here. Really have to pick this one up, especially for the PlayStation 3. I'm not in the handhelds, and that's Lost Dimension. So that's kind of what I've been up to. Dumped off a lot of N64 since that's hot. That's what people want to do. I'll just move on and do something else. I like PlayStation 3. I've always been into PlayStation. And of course, basically I traded in a lot of that N64 stuff. And I got myself a brand new PlayStation 3. It's the slim model, super slim, 500 gigabyte. It was $220. But after all my trade-in stuff, I only paid like $20 for it. So that's not bad. Pretty happy about it. And that pretty much concludes my pickup video. As far as future plans go, I think I am done trimming down my N64 collection. I think I pretty much got rid of everything I don't need or don't want. I'm going back through my PlayStation 2, gonna slim that one down some. Gonna trim off some Wii as well. You know, a lot of people try to concentrate on buying more stuff. I'm trying to slim down. So I might, instead of doing pickup videos, I might be doing a put down videos, or a purge video, you know, discussing why I'm getting rid of certain stuff and whatnot. So that's just another direction of, you know, move into. No point in keeping games you're not going to play. I'm a gamer, you know, I like playing the games. I'm not just about buying more stuff, and that's kind of just the direction I see stuff moving, especially with some of these new collectors and pickup videos and whatnot. Just because the game is $2 or $3 doesn't mean you have to buy it, especially if it's trash. I mean, you can save that money and you know, put forward toward a good game or quality title. But different strokes for different folks. People use their money how they want to, and yep, that's pretty much it. So in conclusion, I'd like to thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking through the little uh, hiatus of videos and whatnot. Kind of really busy with work, trying to find more time to play games and spending less time buying them. But thanks for watching. Gameplay video coming up next week. Me and my girlfriend are gonna play Bomberman 64 again. That's kind of our go-to N64 game that we record. We got high quality equipment or better equipment. We don't just point the camera at the TV. So stay tuned for that. Feel free to comment, rate, subscribe. Uh, good luck to my fellow collectors as well. Peace.